talk about is just what I enjoy. No, sorry. I was going to talk about that stuff, but that's not why I'm here. We're going to be talking about the crazy stuff. So, I worked at a bowling alley. And it's the oldest bowling alley in like the Lower Mainland, right? And in Canada, and in British Columbia, and it's fucking awesome. Oh, I don't work there anymore, but it's pretty fucking awesome. I'm still gonna go there like after this video, and just to talk to my old bosses and stuff. And but the crazy part about it is that it's on this road called Wellington. It's called Wellington Ave. And the reason why it's called Wellington Ave is because of the Duke of Wellington, who beat Napoleon in the Battle of Waterloo. But the thing is that I found out that there's actually a museum storage, and I found it. And so I found the book of the biography of the Duke of Wellington from whoever in the 1800s named the street Wellington Ave. And because I pretty much practically lived in that bowling alley, and it's pretty much the lobby of Chilliwack. So it made me the Duke of Wellington, which is really funny because of the fact that I was working there in 2023, and on my birthday, November 22nd, Napoleon got released on my birthday, like the movie with Joaquin Phoenix. And then the crazy part about it is that he was in Gladiator, and then Gladiator 2 came out on my birthday as well, November 22nd. You know what else came out on my birthday in November 22nd? Toy Story. John F. Kennedy's assassination. Blackbeard's death. The Vultures album, Kanye. The Beatles' White album came out also on my birthday, which has to do with Charlie Manson and all that fun stuff. And then what else is on my birthday? There's some other crazy shit on my birthday, but I can't remember right now. Oh, Hunger Games came out on my birthday as well. But, oh, I'm a cusp. I don't believe in astrology. I barely believe in God. But yet, this astrology thing. So first I didn't believe in God. I grew up an atheist and all that fun stuff. But I literally experienced universal consciousness. Like, universe, like the atoms we are built out of consciousness, like I watched it like adapt. You see what I'm saying? Like I watched like life happen. I don't know how else to put that. But that's what started my idea of God existing. Because at first I did not believe. And the only reason I even knew anything about God is dead is because of the fact of the quote at the start of Nightmare on Elm Street. That poster right over there. The quote at the start of the movie is from Friedrich Nietzsche, which is pretty cool. I noticed that, but I don't have the education to care. You know what I'm saying? So for me to care is really important. That has to go into it because I care about things that people don't care about. That's what I do. I care about things that no one cares about because of the fact that who is going to care about them if no one does? You know what I'm saying? Because that needs to do something. You know what I'm saying? That information needs to go somewhere. Something needs to happen with something to do something. Or else, what are we doing? We're doing a bunch of nothing. And that's not good. We can't be doing that. Oh, sorry. Birthday. So I'm a cusp. I'm a Scorpio and a Sagittarius, some combination, which is November 22nd. And I was supposed to be born on Halloween, actually, October 30th, 31st, but I'm a month late, so it ended up being November 22nd, so I almost suffocated in the womb. So I'm technically not supposed to even be here. But the crazy part about it is that the fact that being a November 22nd cusp has to do with astrology, right? But I'm not talking about personalities. I'm talking about gravitational planets, okay? And I'm talking about Mars, Pluto, and Jupiter. Those are the planets of Scorpio and Sagittarius. And that is Hades, so hell, right? That's Pluto. Mars is the god of war. And then Jupiter is the god himself, or Zeus. And I am those planets. Like that, the gravity. The gravity of the astrology connected my essence into one perfectly probable mathematical boom. So everything happening for a reason is somewhat to that extent, yes, yeah. And I didn't believe that for a long time. I honestly found God before I believed that on God. Yeah, because I believed everything is just random chaos. There's no such thing as like God. I considered it like Santa Claus, you know what I'm saying? So like everyone talking about all this God stuff is really funny to me, because it's like, oh, you got a creative imagination, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm a realist. I don't do that, you know what I'm saying? I don't step in churches. I've never been no. I've had some guy force me to pray, and that was weird. Like, it felt weird. I don't like this. My mom got a phone call from the guy. It was like, Keaton's ready to like give his life to Christ and all that shit. And my mom's like, we gotta get Keaton out there. Like, I don't know. Like, motherfuckers be talking about like, oh, don't push the transgender stuff on the little kids at a young age kind of thing in school. But then you're gonna push Christianity. Like, I'm from Surrey and Langley, right? And so like in like Vancouver and like there's diversity all the way, right? But when I came to Chilliwack, guess what? All white people, and there's Christian club posters posted up everywhere. I'm like, what the fuck? Because there's a separation of church and state, right? And this is a public school. And so I was like, no way. Like, that was intense. Yeah. But there's a lot of crazy stuff, man. A lot of crazy stuff. Sorry. I was doing research on King Arthur, and you know how I was talking about the street? Well, there's also a really good record store I'd go to that's on the same street on Wellington Ave. And so is my favorite bookstore there too. And but I found a thrift store right around the corner. And guess what's in there? Like I didn't even walk far. I literally like the coincidence is crazy. Fucking Excalibur, bro. And it says Excalibur too, Your Honor. Excalibur, right there on that motherfucking thing. You see it? But yeah, this is fucking Excalibur, which means that the Lady of the Lake gave this to me. The Lady of the Lake gave this to me, bro. Think about it. Think about it, okay? Think about it. I'm Keaton James Curtis. I work at the bowling alley. I like Chilliwack, and I'm walking down the street. And I like shopping. And oh my god, I'm going to go in there. I've done research on all this fun stuff, and all of a sudden, do. And it's just chilling. Fucking Excalibur just chilling, bruh. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Lady of the Lake. Lady of the motherfucking lake. That's what I say. Lady of the motherfucking lake. Because it's the probability, right? The probability of that being there. The probability of it existing in general. The probability of me doing research on King Arthur at the time. Yeah. And I've done my research, and I have found the true King Arthur. I have found King Arthur. But, they ripped him right out of the fucking pages. Like, you're not gonna read a single lick of him. Not a single scrap of dust. Just nothing. Real piss off. Because then it's like, oh, well, like, this kingdom is that kingdom, and this kingdom is that kingdom, but, and then you find out that they're not. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and then it's all hearsay, you know what I'm saying? And, like, as much as, like, everything's written down, my G, you really think just writing that shit down, you really think anyone's gonna read that shit? And then on top of that bullshit, like, think about it. The world might end tomorrow. Who's gonna read something you spent so long doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to think about. But then what happens if the world doesn't end? What happens if you end tomorrow? You wouldn't know. It just happens. Just gone tomorrow. Would you be happy with what you've done? How you've treated everybody? Would you be a little nicer? Would you be a little bit more gratitude? Would you appreciate everybody a lot more? Would you give people hugs more? Who knows? But life is a puzzle. It's like the Hellraiser cube, right? And it's no, it's a puzzle. As a kid, I always explained that to my mom, that I feel like I'm trapped in a box. I feel claustrophobic because I'm stuck in my room. And, like, it's not COVID. It's not COVID. That's just me, like, me as a person. Like, I bet, like, people in COVID felt like that. But that's how I felt, like, my whole life. So, like, I understand. I understand completely. It's not nice being your own best friend. You know what I'm saying? Robin Williams knows that. Right? But this is supposed to be your headspace. This is what this is your headspace. And it's also supposed to be the formula to matter itself, because of the fact it's a shape. But the idea of shapes don't really matter to a lot of people. I realize they really do. They really do matter. Shapes are like shapes, man. Like, it's everything. Like, shapes are all everything. You see what I'm saying? Color, shapes, even the screen. And my eyes picking up the energy, or the light waves that are shooting off and bouncing back off the thing, and it's shooting everywhere, and the light's here, the light's there, it's the colors going this way, and it's all absorbing into my eyeballs and then shooting them out so I can understand it and fucking, and then you're there, you're fucking there, and you're fucking being a fucking, you're going, what the fuck is this guy talking about? Right. But I'm like, as much as you're watching this right now, I am not actually in the moment. This is a past video. So this video happened a while ago, and I am busy probably eating a cheeseburger, and and you're watching this. So be blessed. Be blessed with my wizardly powers that I can time travel. Where's the flux capacitor? Let's make my dog drive a car and then make it crash into us. Will that make time travel? I don't know. But you never know, right? That's the probability of it. You just had to step left, and then you might have just walked into the back rooms, you know what I'm saying? You, like a pocket dimension, you know what I'm saying? Like a black hole, and like and it's like being in the tall grass, you know? It's like you think you're closer or farther, and then you're moving. And you don't know why you're moving, but you're moving. There's all these tunnels going, and that's thought processes, and that's consciousness in itself. And as much as I'm suicidal, I guess, in a sense, I don't really consider myself that, but I mean, like, to somebody outside of myself, I guess so. But I consider death not an escape, so there's no point in dying. It's kind of like if consciousness is forever conscious, if consciousness is always forever perceiving, and it's like a normal abundance, you know, of consciousness, then I guess in a sense it's like, I don't know. You know what it is? Every time I pause, it's actually my train of thought leaving the station, and I'm trying to like word everything in a sentence to where it sounds interesting, it doesn't sound boring, and you feel like you want to hear it, and then I say something or I do something, but then I was like, oh, I shouldn't have done it or said it in that way. But I realized within the moment, and then I'm trying to like change how I say things to make it like line up, you know what I'm saying? But see, I'm doing it right now, literally in that moment. I just paused. That's the train leaving the station, and me trying to explain. I think that actually might be early Alzheimer's. I don't know. Who knows? I don't. But could also be me baked because I am high. And I smoke weed for PTSD. As much as it, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I would literally be as miserable as I was when I didn't smoke weed. But again, was I miserable when I smoked weed? I don't know. I don't really. I think it's all has to do with control. But control is an illusion. But there's also the idea that you can lose control, and losing control in the sense of accepting that's a thing. You need to take responsibility of your actions no matter if you lose control or not. Because just because you lose control doesn't mean that because you lost control that you can do that. So, responsibility and all the fun stuff. Everyone has their own goddamn responsibilities and da 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 da. Universe, forever expanding, spanning light years and all that fun stuff. Look what I found at the Value Village. It is Carl Sagan's 7-disc Cosmos documentary. You can't even fucking find this, man. Like, I don't know how I got it for $8, but I did, because the Cosmos knows to send me the things that I need to explain more. Like, I really want to show you my okay. I won't show my proof yet. You know what I'm saying? Because so far, me talking and me showing you me talking isn't really doing anything. You know what I'm saying? And nothing that I say is proving anything. And nothing that I do is going to do anything. So how do you do or deal with something like that? Something that you can't possibly. And the only way that you can do anything like that is to just fucking do it and just see what happens. And you know it will probably fail. It probably will. But you don't know. So, sometimes I needed to follow my own advice. Sometimes with that one. This is a cow. Why am I showing you a cow? Well, I was working at the bowling alley, and I was like, I'm done with girls. I just want a cow. If I could have a pet cow, I would be happy for life, and I would not need a girlfriend because I have a pet cow, right? And I started searching up world record biggest cow and smallest cow in the world and all that. And I was like, I wish I had a cow. And then 2 days later, some government lady walked into the bowling alley, gave my coworker this, and I walked into the bowling alley, and she's like, hey, look at this. I'm like, I thought she was joking. I thought this was a joke. Like, I thought she overheard me, but how could she overhear me? She wasn't even there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I was like, what the fuck is this? And we don't get stuffed or, like, foam plushy cows every goddamn day. So the coincidence that I even said anything about that was just mind-boggling. And it has to do with the labyrinth. It has to do with King Minos and sacrificing the cow and the Minotaur and all that. And all about flying too close to the sun. But I'm considered I'm considered stupid, you know. It's really funny because you think it wouldn't be, right? And I don't think that either. I really I'm as shocked as you are because, like, I think I'm good. But I'm not treated like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. It's because I'm not a normal human being, whatever that means. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I was an introvert, I wouldn't be doing the things that I'm doing. And if I was an extrovert, I still would not be doing what I'm doing right now. So, there's no such thing. It's a bunch of bullshit. I don't think that exists at all. I think a lot of psychology is based on old ideas, and I think a lot of old ideas are being relied upon compared to actually seeing if they're practical or not, and they're just using historicalness to solidify itself when really it's more like a fuck up. like plastic or like some other bullshit. But I mean, like, plastic saves people. How can you? And it's already existing, so you can't do nothing about that, right? But it's just, I'm trying to kill evil. I'm trying to kill it, like destroy it. Like, I could even be evil, and I don't know. Like, I could be evil and I don't even know. You know what I'm saying, right? And so because of that, like, how do you identify evil? How do you identify that? How do you identify it? You know what I'm saying? How do you identify evil? And that's a slippery fucking slope. Because then you're like George Floyding a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And, motherfucker, I don't want to die. You know what I'm saying? So, as much as, you know, that'd be like a relief, you know what I'm saying? Because like life is hard and shit, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, like, we still gotta be around and shit and deal with shit and do shit and all that. And that's annoying, and I don't really want to do it either, on God. And I'm not gonna lie, I have been trying to. I've been just collapsing in on myself. Just collapsing. Just totally like black hole. Like sun. Black hole. Just a void. But I'm going to destroy that. I'm going to literally. No, sorry, I shouldn't even say destroy. I'm going to reveal the invisible black hole, if that makes sense. Like the thing that's like invisible, like the thing that like nobody can touch, nobody can see, nobody can feel, nobody can really do anything about it. Like Interstellar. In my bedroom. But that would be insane. But that's like the thing. It's a void. I'm gonna devoid it. Like a check. You know, like credit. I'm gonna devoid it all. I'm gonna make a book. It's gonna be called Devoid. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. You're gonna love it. But I don't know if I want to make the book or not. Because if I make the book, all these beautiful ideas that I'm talking about right now, that haven't been exposed yet by all this public bullshit, just go right down the toilet. And I don't really want that to happen, right? Because I want another like consciousness like me to be able to experience the same thing, right? And that's where I get to the black hole idea. Is that the only way out is from within, because of the fact there's no such thing as outside. I'll make more videos, just not right now. I think I'm good with what I did so far. I think that levels out the playing field. I think you can send this to your homies and shit and feel a little smarter or something. I don't know. I'm not doing this for no illusion of grandeur, but I'm doing this to like help people. You know what I'm saying? Help myself too. I get to express myself, and at the same time I get to help people understand nothing. That's what it is. It's literally nothing. I'm literally talking about nothing right now. But nothing is still something. And there's no such thing as nothing. Nothing doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. There can never be nothing in where there is something. Because something is not nothing. And if there's nothing in something, there's still something in nothing. So it goes into something. Yeah. I'm losing my voice. That's why I'm... I don't even know. I'm not sick, though. Maybe I am.